And we welcome you into Game 2 of this twin bill at Chandler-Gilbert between the Coyotes and the visiting Paradise Valley Pumas. PV won the first game 8-7 as they held off the Coyotes. Coyotes with a 4-run seventh, and Kaylee Schellenberger was thrown out at the plate to end the game, which would have been the tying run on a shot by Figueroa that ate up the shortstop. Viramontes, who regrouped and made the play at home to end the game. So now we are moments away from the second game and getting the start for Chandler-Gilbert. It's the lefty, Paige Salazar. Salazar looking to do some work on the mound, coming in with a record of 1-2. The sophomore. And starting it off, Megan Viramontes, who started the first game with a double in the left center field gap, and now here we go to start this second game. And Viramontes takes a strike on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Salazar trying to shade off the sun, locked in on her catcher. And that's a ball on the inside part of the plate. Megan Viramontes followed by Emily Viramontes, Tanaya Ladrig, Bree Covia in the four hole, followed by Jazz Romero and Eva Varela. Pitch on the inside part of the plate. Batter went for strike two. Great first game, a lot of drama. Good back and forth. Coyotes just fell short. Salazar, 1-2 pitch. Misses low, and it goes to 2-2. Megan Viramontes, the catalyst in that first game. Getting things going quickly. Lined up, and that is high, and it goes to 3-2. Coyotes playing Viramontes straight away. 3-2 pitch from Salazar. This one skied down the left field line. Giving chase is Ayala. And Ayala with the leather in the first. The great diving play for the first out of the game. Excellent play by Brandy Ayala for the first out of the game. And stepping in is Emily Viramontes. First pitch from Salazar. Fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike one. So Ayala, the running grab, leaping leather to start the first. Viramontes, 0-1 pitch, lays off a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Goes to 1-1. Checking with the umpire, Joe Temple. She did not go, so it's 1-1. This one lifted down the left field line, giving chase is Figueroa and Ayala, and it goes to 1-2. Appreciate you dialing us up on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network. Baseball update from downtown Phoenix, and John Watson's team laying the lumber, putting the hurt on the Bears, leading 11-4 in that one. After winning a thriller last night. 1-2 pitch, sails high for ball two. Coyotes trailing 4-0 in the bottom of the eighth, and Dante Turgeon, Dante's Inferno. Big grand slam to left center. And the Coyotes run for the 5-4 victory in their conference opener. 2-2 pitch. This one lifted down the right field line, giving chase. Can't make the play. in right field. Amelia Hecht just went foul, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Basketball team also in action today. Boys squad with 19 wins on the season. A school record. Salazar, 2-2 count. This one scorched to left. Base knock by Emily Veramontes, and she gets the Pumas going here in the top of the first. The Veramontes sisters so smooth, and Emily Veramontes with a key play in the last game, in the last at-bat. Figueroa with the hard ground ball. Veramontes knocked it down and threw home to grab Kaylee Schellenberger for the final out and spoil the Coyotes' comeback. First pitch to Tanaya Ladrig. Ball one outside. PV improves to 2 and Coyotes drop to 1-7. Ladrig swings right through that one. Evens at 1-1. Salazar, the sophomore. Winds and delivers. This one skied behind us, and it goes to 1-2. Sun is officially out. Temperatures in the 70s. Gorgeous day. Chamber of Commerce weather here in Arizona. A little bit on the windy side. Salazar with a 1-2 count on Ladrig. Brigovia on deck. This one knocked to Schellenberger at second. The easy thrower for the second out of the inning. 4-3 put out. And Veramontes heads to second. Brigovia checking in. Govia 1 for 3 in the first game with a walk. Also made a nice play and a double play to double up a runner on a short pop-up in that one. This one bounced down the third base line. Great thing about this kind of rivalry is a lot of these kids have played against each other in the high school circuit here in Arizona. If not the high school circuit, potentially the club circuit as well. So Salazar with the 0-1 count on Govia. Fastball taken high, evens the count at 1 apiece. Veramontes with the 1-out single, moved over on the 4-3 put out by Ladrig. Govia with an opportunity for an RBI here in the first. 1-1 pitch, taken low inside, goes to 2-1. Outfield playing Govia straight away. Infield, normal depth. 2-1 pitch, taken high for ball 3. On deck, Jazz Romero. Romero 2 for 3 in the first game. 3-1 pitch. Right down the heart of the plate. And we go full. 3-2, top of the first. 2 outs. Veramontes at second. Govia at the dish. Salazar, the lefty, hurling it. 3-2 pitch, here it is. Govia, short pop-up, and Figueroa's right there, and that is going to do it for the top of the first. 1 hit, no runs, 1 runner stranded. We go to the home half of the first. Coyotes ready to swing it. So we go to the bottom of the first for the Coyotes, and leading off will be Brandy Ayala, followed by Paige Salazar and Haley Berry. Defensively, for Paradise Valley, Holly Myers on the mound. Right-hander, fastball, curve, screwball, changeup, behind the dish, Monica Rodriguez at first base, Jazz Romero, Bri Govia at second, Emily Veramontes at short, Eva Varela at third, Don Morrison left, who started the first game and picked up the win. Megan Veramontes in center and Angelique Aguayo in right. And we begin this home half of the first with Ayala ready to swing it. She takes a changeup on the inside part of the plate for strike one. Very, very windy day. The sun is out, but it is windy. Good day to fly a kite. Ayala shows bunt, pulls back, goes to 1-1. Myers, the right-hander, rocks and shows. Ayala lays off, and it goes to 2-1. Following today's game, Chandler-Gilbert heads to Glendale Community College for a twin bill on Tuesday. Ayala shows bunt, gets it down, and Varela can't make the play. Ayala give her the infield single as Varela could not pull the handle. And the Coyotes with one aboard here. And stepping in is the pitcher, Paige Salazar. Salazar 0 for 3 in a walk in that first game. Myers locked in, first pitch. Salazar takes high for ball one. And that Coyotes bench up and going. Trying to rally off Myers to get this one going. And this one lifted high and out of play right behind us. Goes to 1-1. So following today's game, Coyotes hit the road to Glendale Community College for a pair on Tuesday starting at 1 o'clock. And they return home next Saturday against Mesa Community College for a pair. A lot of double headers for this team. 1-1 pitch. Outside, on the go is Ayala, and Ayala is in. Ayala with her 8th steal of the season, one of the league leaders in the country. Ranked second coming in. She's got wheels, and no question, she's got the opportunity to play some D1 softball. 2-1 pitch. Salazar, patient, lays off, goes to 3-1. On deck, Haley Berry. Three-one pitch. Right down the middle. And we go to 3-2. Ayala with the great bunt. Varela cannot make the play on. 3-2 pitch. Smoke to short. Veramontes throw over, and the great pick at first base by Jazz Romero. Keeps Ayala in place. One out here in the bottom of the first. Stepping in, Haley Berry. Berry in that first game. 1 for 4, big double, part of that 4-run 7th inning. Opportunity for Haley. First pitch misses inside for ball one. Both teams taking their respective breaks between games. Players saying hello to family members and friends and getting some nourishment along the way. Fastball hits the outside part of the plate. Myers evens the count of 1 apiece. Haley Berry coming into this one, hitting over 400. 4 for 5 in the team's win the other day. And she takes one off the shoulder and will stroll down to first base. So stepping in, Kaylee Schellenberger, who was involved in the critical play in the last game, thrown out at the plate. Vera Montez came up gunning to throw Schellenberger out to potentially tie the game. 3 walks and a base hit in the first game. Highly productive. And Schellenberger with an opportunity against Holly Myers with 2 aboard here with 1 out in the first. Ball taken outside for ball 1. So it'll be interesting to see how the Coyotes respond in this second game. Show a lot of character, rallying to make that game interesting in the first. Takes high for ball 2. On deck. Is Amelia Hecht from Castile High School. The former Colt will get her opportunity, but first Schellenberger. And Myers misses low. Kaylee Schellenberger, the sophomore from Queen Creek High School. In the East Valley, she's a Bulldog. 3-0 count, good hitters count. Question, does she get the green light? She does not. Good fastball by Myers, locked her up at the inside part of the plate. Goes to 3-1. Ayala at second, Berry at first. 3-1 count on Kaylee Schellenberger with 1 out. And that pitch just misses inside. And they are loaded. And stepping in is Amelia Hecht. Hecht with an opportunity. 1 for 4 in the first game. Double in the third. Bases stacked against Holly Myers here. Takes a ball low. And Holly Myers hit 1 batter. Walk Schellenberger to load him up. Hecht with a 1-0 count. Beautiful changeup. Myers pulls the string and it goes to 1-1. Coyotes would love to start fast. Build some momentum. 1-1 pitch. Hecht lays off high. Goes to 2-1. On deck, Sydney Mortensen. But first, the 2-1 pitch on Hecht. This one grounded to third. Varela eats her up. Varela can't pick it up, and the run is in. Hecht does her job, as Varela could not make the play. Ayala scores, and the runners move up. And stepping in is Sydney Mortensen. Mortensen, 2 hits and a walk. 2 for 3 in the first game. Holly Myers flirting with danger in this home half of the first. Misses on the inside part of the plate. Varela tried to take the in-between hop and could not pick it up. 1-0 count. And that missed barely. So right now, Holly Myers laboring through this bottom of the first. 2-0 count on Mortensen. And that's a strike across the letters. Goes to 2-1. 2-1, 1 out. Bases stacked and packed. Full of Coyotes. The team howling here in the home half of the first. 1 in, 1 out. This one grounded to short. Veramontes comes home for the first out. And that will get the base runner, Haley Berry, out at the dish. The force out. They remain stacked with Kennedy Converse stepping up. Converse, very productive first game. Sacrifice, a couple sacrifices, and flew out to center. Takes a strike over the plate for strike one. Converse also with a base knock in that first game. 1 for 3 on the day. Takes high for ball one. Holly Myers with an opportunity to get out of this one with only 1 run in. But first, Converse trying to do some more damage at the dish, and it goes to 2-1. On deck, Alyssa Figueroa. The 2-1 pitch to Kennedy Converse. This one scorched to left. Left fielder coming in and makes the catch. Don Morris picked up the victory in the first game and the running leather to end the home half of the first, but the damage is done. Coyotes lead them loaded, but they have 1 run across, and we go to the second with the Coyotes with a 1-0 lead. And we go to the top of the second, and stepping in is the first baseman, Jazz Romero, getting her first look at Salazar here in the top of the second. Romero in that first game, 2 for 3 with a walk. And Salazar ready to wind and deliver. This one skied down the right field line, giving chase. And running out of room was Sydney Mortensen. So the sun has made its way out. Temperatures in the 70s, a little bit of a breeze. Great day for softball. Beautiful weather right now. 0-1 count. Salazar winding. Fastball high. Goes to 1-1. Salazar looking in. Fires, and that one is fouled off. Goes to 0-2. Salazar picked up the relief, actually picked up the victory in the win over Arizona Western College the other day, going 7 innings, allowing 1 earned run. The team's first victory of the season. 1-2 count. Fouled off. Stays 1-2. Eva Varela on deck. Salazar showing good control of the plate early. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Salazar with that good tailing movement on that fastball. Probably a little bit of a screwball in the arsenal. Tails away from the right-handed batter. Defense playing Romero straight away. 1-2 pitch. Taken high for ball 2. Varela followed by Angelique Aguayo for the Pumas here at the top of the second. Salazar checking in. Misses in the outside part of the plate. And it goes to 3-2. Jazz Romero with that pesky at bat, fouling a couple pitches off. Salazar trying to block the sun for the sign. 3-2 pitch. This one bounced right up the middle, and Salazar, a little backhanded leather. Can't dial it up any better than that. The no look, lay the glove down, backhanded, knock it down, and throw over to first. And she's got the smile as she walks back to the rubber. Great put out by Salazar. Stepping in, Eva Varela. Varela in that first game. 1 for 3 with a double. Varela, first pitch, outside for ball 1. PV coming off a split of their doubleheader with Glendale Community College the other day and taking the first one here today. And Varela fouls that one off. Goes to 1-1. Coached by longtime coach Nick Candrea, the older brother of Arizona Wildcats legend Mike Candrea. Loves coaching. He's been doing it for 50 years. Doesn't want to be anywhere else but on the sidelines. Salazar fires outside for ball 2. I asked him how much longer does he have in the tank. He's probably saying another 5-6 years. Two 2-1 count. Salazar winding. Fouled off by Varela. And Minka the Husky has now returned to the field. The game day mascot. So fluffy and furry with her light blue eyes. So Salazar with a 2-2 count on Varela. Pitch to the Pumas third baseman, fouled off right behind us, and we'll keep it at 2-2. Pumas doing a nice job of working Salazar, just fouling some pitches off and getting that pitch count up. Salazar dialing in, 2-2 pitch. Goes high and tight and sits down Varela for the second out of the inning. Stepping in is Angelique Aguayo, the right fielder. Aguayo saw some work in the first game, came in relief and could not shut the door, so Don Morris came back in and got the final outs to secure the victory. Aguayo walked and singled in the first game in relief of Abby Minor in right field. Fouls off the first pitch. And we'll see if we can get a baseball update for you from downtown Phoenix. John Watts' team was trailing 4-3, up 6-4, now up 11-4. Salazar comes high and tight, goes to 1-1. Salazar, the sophomore. Versatile. Can play just about anywhere on the field. 1-1 pitch. This one skied to the left side. Ayala coming in, fighting the win, and Ayala secures it. And that is going to do it. Salazar with a perfect second inning. And we go to the bottom of the second with the Coyotes ready to do some work. So we go to the bottom of the second. Holly Myers in her second inning of work. Gave up a run in the home half of the first for the Coyotes. Coming in, Alyssa Figueroa, Amy Benson, as well as Brandy Ayala. Brianne Norris, the head coach of the Coyotes, and Bridget Kruk, the associate head coach, working her way down to first base. Dina Samora, also an assistant softball coach, as well as Sabrina Garcia, assistant softball coach and director of recruiting. Volunteer assistant coach, Emily Gale Tour. So Figueroa involved in the ultimate play to end last inning with a hot shot to Emily Veramontes. At short, Veramontes knocked it down, kept it close, and made the play at home, throwing out Kaylee Schellenberger, which would have tied the game. Figueroa with a couple base knocks in that first game. Myers goes high, and it goes to 2-0 on Figueroa. Coyotes bench starts chanting away. Myers works. This one bounced right up the middle, and Figueroa with a good aluminum. And that is the positive way to start the home half of the second. Figueroa, aluminum contact back up the middle. Stepping in is catcher Amy Benson. Benson getting her first work of the day. Hitting .333, shows bunt, pulls back, throw down. And Figueroa, if Gobea could have gotten the tag down, Figueroa might have been picked. Amarissa Benson. Amy for short. And Amy scorches one down the left field line. That lands in a different zip code. Let's see, north of Chandler would be Mesa. Am I correct? I get the verification from someone who's a lot more intelligent than me on geography, or maybe not so. 1-1 count. Benson puts a charge in that one. This one, slow bouncer left side and rolls out of play. Goes to 1-2. So we are south of the 202 off Pecos Road. So essentially, if we went north, it would be Mesa. And Paulo Hutchison, in charge of the live stream, is confirming yes. Two-one count on Benson. Holly Myers looking for their first out of the inning. This one scores to center. Benson, big time contact. A bullet right past Myers. And the Coyotes with 2 aboard with no outs here in the bottom of the second. And stepping in is Brandy Ayala. Got on in a bunt single in the first. Eva Varela moving in at third base, anticipating left fielder Don Morris taking some steps in on the slapper Ayala. And Ayala try to sneak her way on. Ayala trying to get the bunt down. Just sometimes got to commit yourself, square up, and just do it. 0-1 pitch. Shows bunt again, pulls back. Figueroa at second. Benson at first. Back-to-back singles to start the second inning. Varela tied at third. Center fielder shaded toward left center. 1-1 pitch. Ayala pulls back. It goes to 2-1. On deck, Paige Salazar grounded out to short her first time up, followed by Haley Berry and Kaylee Schellenberger. Coyotes with an opportunity to build on a 1-0 lead. Myers, 2-1 pitch. And that one catches the outside part of the plate, and it goes to 2-2. Brandy Ayala. With a first inning steal, now with 8. Among the league leaders in the nation. Lays off the changeup and it goes full, 3-2. Coyotes making some noise here. Third base coach Sabrina Garcia. At first, Bridget Kruk. Ayala fights it off down the third base line. And we'll do it all over again. 3-2. Great day for softball. Started a little bit on the hazy side, then Mother Nature unveiled the sunshine, and a little vitamin D does us all oh so good. 3-2 pitch. Figueroa at second, Benson at first. Ayala stays alive, just trying to slap her way right up the middle. That's what slappers do. Pesky. Just work the bat through the strike zone. Ayala coming into this one, team's leading hitter before today at 5:24, 3-2 pitch. This one scorched down the left field line. That's going to drop in. Morris in left field, cuts it off quickly, throws it in quickly, and Ayala with 3-2 contact loads them up. Great piece of hitting by the slapper. 3 straight singles to start the home half of the second. And Paige Salazar with an opportunity to help herself. Coach Candrea coming out talking to the home plate umpire. And they called Ayala out of the box. And that's a heartbreaking call right there. So stepping in now is Salazar with 1 out. And give Coach Candrea the smarts to make that call. And Salazar takes a pitch on the outside part of the plate. And that is sometimes the difficulty of being a slapper. You go too fast, you can find yourself out of the box. And that's a beautiful changeup right there by Holly Myers, and it's quickly 0-2 on Salazar. Myers pulling the string a couple times and working the zone perfectly. Salazar, 0-2 pitch. Lays off on the high fastball, goes to 1-2. Throw back to second base. Making Figueroa pay attention. Monica Rodriguez with the hose behind the plate. 1-2 pitch for Myers. Salazar punches it to left. This one will drop in, and Figueroa will stop at third. So great piece of hitting by Paige Salazar with the punch shot to left. Don Morris fields it cleanly, gets it in quickly. So they are stacked and packed for the Coyotes here. And stepping in is Haley Berry. Berry with an opportunity to unleash the fury. 1 for 4 in that first game with the double. Grounded out her first time up. Oh, 1 count. Haley Berry at the dish. Infield tight. 0-1 pitch. This one scorched to right center. Going back is Aguayo. Underneath it. Runner will tag at third. Figueroa strolls in. And a great piece of hitting by Haley Berry, the sac fly, and the Coyotes now lead 2-0. Stepping in, Kaylee Schellenberger walked her first time up. First pitch, Myers, low on the change. Benson at second. Salazar at first, 2 outs. That one high and away. Schellenberger, 2-0. Amelia Hecht on deck. PV slightly shading Schellenberger to left center. Now Schellenberger with the ideal hitter spot, a 3-0 count. Just has to look for a nice tight pitch in her zone. Doesn't have to chase. Can lay off and draw the walk. Myers locked in on catcher Monica Rodriguez. 3-0 pitch. Fastball. Call that a little bit of a changeup on the inside part of the plate. Myers changing speeds, and it goes to 3-1. Final from downtown Phoenix. Chandler-Gilbert knocks off Phoenix College for their second conference win of the season. Count of 11-4, 3-1 pitch. And that one misses, and that's a close call right there. And Schellenberger squeezes out a walk, and stepping in is Amelia Hecht. So Benson now at third. Salazar at second. Amelia Hecht with Schellenberger at first base. So the baseball team now improves to 8-1, 2-0 in league play. Hecht lays off fastball for ball 1. Jermaine Hickson, the home plate umpire. Joe Temple, field umpire. 1-0 pitch. Hecht scorches one to center, and that's going to fall in. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. They're waving the runner at third. Slides in safely, and Amelia Hecht with a 3-run double gets it done, and the Coyotes now up 5-0 here in the second. Amelia Heck coming through in the big way with the 3-run double. Coach Candrea coming out to talk to his squad. Now we got some movement. And Candrea keeps Myers in the ball game. Sometimes you just gotta let your kids battle through and find their way. Myers, the freshman from Baghdad High School in Baghdad, Arizona. Amelia Hecht, 3-run double. Stepping in is Sydney Mortensen. Fielder's choice, her first time up. Heck, that second. Myers laboring in this inning. Takes low inside for ball one. On deck, Kennedy Converse. Lined out her first time up. Myers locking in. 1-0 pitch. Grounded to short. Vera Montez can't handle it. Turning third and coming in to score is Amelia Hecht. And the Coyotes howling with a 6-0 lead. Vera Montez could not handle the hot shot. Bounces off her glove. Call it E6. And Hecht scores. And stepping into the dish, Kennedy Converse. Converse with an opportunity to keep the damage going. Myers misses outside. And that PV sideline trying to support Myers in that circle. No question, the freshman trying to fight her way through. Every pitcher has a moment where they've got to fight through adversity and find their way. And right now, Myers is doing that here in Chandler. Off the 2-0-2. 2-0 count on Converse. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 count. Mortensen at first. Alyssa Figueroa on deck. Started this inning with a base knock. Strike on the inside part of the plate. Myers not giving in. A 6-0 Coyotes lead here in the second inning. Converse, 3-1 count with an opportunity. Takes high for ball four. Stepping in, Alyssa Figueroa, who started this inning about 3 hours ago with a base knock to center. Figueroa. Runners at first and second. Another opportunity against Myers. This one, a little blooper down the left field line. Falls in foul as Don Morris giving chase. Figueroa, productive day at the plate. Making great contact and hitting the ball hard, and that is what you want from anyone in your lineup. Figueroa, 0-1 pitch. Lays off the fastball on the outside part of the plate. Goes to 1-1. Couple runners on. Figueroa scorches one down the line, and that one is foul. Home plate umpire Shemaine Hickson made the call quickly, and that is what you like to see from your home plate umpire right there. Too many times on the club circuit, home plate umpire falls asleep, doesn't let the players know what's happening on the field. 1-2 pitch, little pop-up. Veramontes going back, battling the sun, and makes the catch, and that is going to do it. But a productive inning for the Coyotes. A 5 spot in the bottom of the second for a 6-0 lead. We go to the third with the Coyotes howling up 6-0. So we go to the third inning with the Pumas trailing 6-0, and stepping in is Don Morris. Won the first game, good outing on the mound. Local product from Poston Butte High School. 5'5" sophomore. Friendly young lady, had a chance to talk to her about her start. Very pleasant. Now she gets an opportunity to do some damage at the dish. Getting the start in left field today against Salazar. Short pop-up and the catcher right on it. Benson, like a jungle cat, getting up and making the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that is what you like to see from your catcher. Quick feed and hopping up. Stepping in, Monica Rodriguez. Rodriguez in that first game. 0 for 2 with a walk. Salazar working quickly. Fastball blisters the outside part of the plate for strike 1. On deck, Megan Veramontes. Leadoff batter. Salazar locked in on Benson. Taken high for ball 1. Coyotes with 1 in the first, 5 in the second. The big blast, Amelia Hecht with a 3-run double. Salazar, 1-1 pitch, fouled off, goes to 1-2. And that Pumas bench trying to make some noise, trying to get back in this one. And we got an illegal pitch call against Salazar. So it needs to say a 2-1 count on Monica Rodriguez. 1 out, none on here in the third. Salazar winds up in this one. Flare to the right side out of play. And it goes to 2-2. Chandler-Gilbert, the home of the Coyotes. Good day for the baseball team, winning on the road at Phoenix College, 11-4 to start league play. 2-0. Dante Turgeon won it last night with a grand slam. Taken high, goes to 3-2. Coyotes trailed that one 4-0 in the 8th and rallied for a 5 spot, and Dante Turgeon put the fun in Friday with the grand slam to left center. 3-2 count on Rodriguez. Salazar. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Home crowd doesn't get the call as Rodriguez draws the walk, and stepping in is Megan Veramontes, followed by Emily Veramontes. These two are fun to watch. They can D up and they can put the ball in play. Salazar, first pitch to Veramontes. Screwball on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Salazar got good movement. Fastball change, a little bit of a screwball. 0-1 pitch, takes one off, pulls the string, and Jermaine Hickson dials that up for strike two. Jermaine Hickson, the home plate umpire. Joe Temple, the field umpire. 0-2 count on Megan Veramontes. This one batted down the left field line, and Figueroa with the near great play. Alyssa, full throttle, tipped off the glove. A for effort. Last I checked, you get an A in the classroom, you're doing pretty good. Veramontes, 0-2 count. Salazar wheeling and dealing, up 6. Great spin by Salazar, showing that changeup and spinning on that outer portion of the plate. Say portion real fast, about 10 times. 0-2 count. Ayala in left field, slightly shaded toward that left field line. Wind is blowing in that direction. Salazar, 0-2 count on Veramontes. Here it is. That one fouled off, and Veramontes pesky behind home plate. Jermaine Hickson, home plate umpire, walking out and having a conversation with Salazar about the delivery and also about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Needs to say, Salazar in the circle, quite happy with a 6-0 lead as she smirks off the visit to the mound. 0-2 count. Salazar ready to whine and deliver. And Veramontes lays off the changeup. Goes to 1-2. Good crowd from PV here to my right. Good crowd for the Coyotes on my left. Salazar looking in, 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses. Goes to 2-2. On deck, the sister-sister combination of Emily Veramontes, followed by Tanaya Ladrig. Salazar trying to get down the pesky Megan Veramontes. 2-2 pitch. This one cue balled, and Figueroa hustling in and makes the play. And great pitch by Salazar, running that screwball in on the handle of Megan Veramontes for the second out of the inning. Stepping in is Emily Veramontes. 2 outs, 1 on. Salazar dealing. Throw down to first, and the great pick at first base. Sydney Mortensen preventing the ball from going out to right field and potentially moving up the runner. Emily Veramontes takes high for ball 1. Salazar, Shane the Sun. Changeup, a beauty. Going back, shortstop. Fielded nicely by Haley Berry. And that is going to do it for the Pumas. No runs, no hits. 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the third. Home team loud and proud with a 6-0 lead. So we go to the bottom of the third, and stepping in for Pumas, replacing Holly Myers, is right-hander Jazz Romero. Stepping in at the dish is Amy Benson. Singled her first time up on a bullet to center field. Basketball scored a pass along. Chandler-Gilbert loses at Arizona Western 76-50. The baseball team knocks off Phoenix College 11-4 in downtown Phoenix. Yep.
18 for 20 in the catcher spot. In the flex spot, Bree is in for 19. The flex will now be the first baseman.
Okay. Yep. Thank you, sir. So several changes for the Pumas. We'll try to dial them all in, as first off, Romero is now behind the dish. Sienna Serrano now catching. And Romero fires a first pitch strike to Benson. Romero fires and comes high, trying to get Benson to chase. So a 6-0 Coyotes lead. 1 in the first, 5 in the second. Romero rocks and fires, and that sails over Chandler, and it goes to 2-1. Big blast in that 5-run second. Amelia Hecht, 3-run double. Benson, followed by Brandy Ayala and Paige Salazar in the third. And Benson works her way down with a walk to start the third. Brandy Ayala stepping in and singled, bunted her first time up, bunt base hit, and then was called out of the box on what looked like a surefire base hit to left in her second time up. Jazz Romero on the hill in place of Holly Myers in relief. Romero misses low and outside for ball one. Appreciate you dialing us up on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network. Paulo Hutchison on the live stream. Romero misses high for ball two. All the great people in the Chandler-Gilbert Athletic Department, we appreciate you giving us this opportunity to broadcast some of the great athletes here in the Southeast Valley and across the state of Arizona on the junior college circuit. Ayala picked up her 8th steal in the first. Will change of pace by Romero, pulls the string. Ayala ranked 2nd in the nation with 8 steals. She's off to a fast start. 2-1 count. Benson at first. Puts one down. Avila charging, throw over, gets away from Gouveia, and the runner advances to third base. So small ball pays off. Gouveia could not make the play, and you got to give that an E4. That's a ball that has to be caught. So the runners advance. Ayala at third base. Make that Benson at third base. Ayala at first, and stepping in is Paige Salazar. No outs here in the third. Ayala trekking down, and Ayala now with her 9th steal once again just tearing up the base path. Now in the 8th game, she has 9 stolen bases. Salazar with the chance to help herself against Jazz Romero. This one lifted to center. Viramontes makes the first play. Throw home, and the runner beats the throw, and Salazar with the sac fly. And the Coyotes now up 7-0. Salazar with a quality AB, scorches one to center, drives in a run, and the Coyotes pouring it on. Now up 7-0. Stepping in, Haley Berry with an opportunity. 1 out. Good speed on the base path. Berry at the dish. Great contact hitter. Romero winds and delivers. Misses low for ball 1. Chandler-Gilbert and the home white, orange, and teal. The teal in the Coyote on the jersey. PV in the road blue. Berry with the aluminum. Takes high and inside for ball 2. Ayala just tearing up the base path. 9 steals through 9 games. Can't say enough about her efforts. Berry against Romero. And Berry swings right through that one. Romero with the screwball tailing away. Right-hander trying to keep her team in this one. Already down a touchdown. Coyotes did not go for 2, so needs to say they're up 7. Berry at the dish. High outside. He goes to 3-1. On deck, Kaylee Schellenberger walked her first time up. Three-1 count on Haley Berry. This one, little popper to center. Viramontes coming in, makes the nice play. Viramontes battling the wind. Came in about 15 feet and gloved it for the second out of the inning. Schellenberger stepping in. Walked and got on in the second and scored. Ayala, great speed at second. On deck, Amelia Hecht with that 3-run double, part of that 5-run second inning. Romero locked in. Takes something off and has Schellenberger out in front, swinging for strike 1. Great day for softball. As the day has progressed, weather has gotten nicer, just a nice, comfortable breeze. 0-1 pitch. This one bounced to Viramontes. Viramontes can't make the play. And Viramontes having a tough second game at shortstop. Maybe got shielded as Ayala was racing to third, and stepping in is Amelia Hecht with an opportunity. Hecht with got on in the first on an error by Varela and scored a 3-run double in the second. Now with an opportunity to pad the lead here in the third. Romero. And that misses across the letters for ball 1. Ayala at third. Schellenberger at first. Hecht at the dish. 2 outs. Yotes up 7-0. Amelia Hecht looking for more. Amelia cue ball down the right field line. foul out of play. Goes to 1-1. Paige Salazar on the hill for the Coyotes, doing the job. 3 scoreless so far. Finding the zone, peppering it, giving her team an opportunity behind her. 1-1 count. Amelia Hecht with an opportunity. Romero locking in. Hecht fouls it off. Goes to 1-2. Amelia Hecht, 5'7" sophomore from Castile High School. Way in the Southeast Valley. Castile, one of the newer high schools in the valley. Beautiful campus. Hecht fouls one off. High across the letters. Stays at 1-2. Ayala at third base. Schellenberger at first. Hecht at the dish. Coyotes up 7-0. 1-2 pitch. 2 outs. Jazz Romero on the mound. Amelia Hecht looking for more. 1-2 pitch. This one lifted to right field. Coming in and making the play. Angelique Aguayo. And that is going to do it. But the Coyotes tacked on one more. And after 3, they lead 7-0 heading to the 4th. Bounce to second her first time up. Paige Salazar. 3 innings, 1 hit allowed with 1 strikeout. And 1 walk allowed. Ladrig on the first pitch. Fastball. Strike 1, Salazar. Doing a great job of just really peppering the plate. Salazar blocking the sun. Tries to get Ladrig out of the zone. Goes to 1-1. Ladrig followed by Govea and Romero in the 4th for PV. Pumas won the first game 8-7. Exciting as the Coyotes rally in the 7th fell short. This one scorched to left field, and Ladrig gets the Pumas going in the right way with the base knock to left to start the 4th. Stepping in, Bri Govea. Popped to third her first time up. Salazar with a 7-0 lead. Can pitch to contact. Coyotes shading Salazar straight ahead. Good backhand by Bailey, and throws over to second for the putout. Great play by Haley Berry. Fantastic leather by Haley Berry for the 6-4 putout. One out. Stepping in, Jazz Romero. Haley Berry showing that glove work. Step to her left, the backhand pick over to Schellenberger for the force out. 1 out. Romero at the dish. Grounded out, first time up. Change up misses. Goes to 1-1. Home plate umpire Shermaine Hickson fighting off some dirt in the eye. That wind is blowing. Not as bad as the monsoon seasons, but needs to say it's windy and get all kinds of dust and debris flying, and you got to try to just see it off. And Hickson trying to clear his vision. Now, field umpire Joe Temple coming over. Hickson trying to shake it off. He was the field umpire for the first game. Temple was behind the plate. Hickson, I believe he just said he doesn't have his contacts in, or maybe he does. Now it's getting some solution from the trainer for Chandler-Gilbert, and she has gotten a lot of work today. And see, that's what umpire love's all about. It's not just about calling a game. It's about sharing the lotion to keep your eyesight in order. So just when you think it's about calling balls and strikes and putouts, no. They take it to another level. It's showing umpire love to keep the game going. So as much as we want to hate on the umpires and give them grief for a near call, this and that, these guys are battling to keep the game going. And right now, it's Joe Temple and Shermaine Hickson working together to keep this game going. And Shermaine, hey, big round of applause for the home plate umpire. There you go. Got to get that one for him, right? Shaking off the dust and debris. Shermaine, way to go, champ. So we go back to live action. And that was everything you wanted to know about Bomb and Lausch solution for your contacts. 1-1 count on Romero. Govea at first after the fielder's choice to Berry at short. Salazar, this one grounded once again. This time, Berry can't make the play. And it's first and second. Hot shot. We'll give Romero the base hit as Eva Varela steps in, struck out her first time up. So Varela with an opportunity to get the Pumas on the board. A cat fight between the Coyotes and Pumas. Coyotes roam the desert, Pumas a jungle cat. And Salazar blisters the outside part of the plate for strike one. Salazar dialing in on catcher Amy Benson. 0-1 high, goes to 1-1. So Chandler-Gilbert with the immense comeback in game one. Do the Pumas have it in them for a comeback in the nightcap? Salazar dialing in. Varela, 1-1 count. 2 on, 1 out. This one scorched to right center, and this one's going to fall in. 1 run's going to score. Tracked down by Converse's center. And Varela with a stand-up double, and the Pumas are on the board. At third base is Jazz Romero, as Eva Varela gave one a ride. 2-bagger Coyotes kind of talking some things through on the mound. Assistant coach Bridget Kruk, the associate head coach, just with a calming moment for Salazar. 7-1 lead, runner at third, one out. And stepping into the dish is Angelique Aguayo. Flied out to Ayala her first time up. Salazar, a couple runners on. First pitch. That screwball tailing away from Aguayo. Fouled off for strike one. So the Pumas trying to chip away. Varela with the RBI double. Scoring Govea. Second and third. Aguayo. Changeup. Misses low. A good one by Salazar. And an even better take by Aguayo to lay off. That Pumas bench. Loud. Salazar misses high and tight. Goes to 2-1. On deck, the left fielder, Don Morris. Pop to the catcher her first time up. Salazar trying to walk it off. 2-1 count, couple runners on. Pitch. Blasted foul back, and it goes to 2-2. These longtime rivals, Coyotes and Pumas. They don't hang out in the desert together. They don't hang out in the jungle together, but they hang out here on this diamond together today for a twin bill. A 2-2 count. Salazar dialing in on Aguayo. And Aguayo can't lay off the screwball on the outside part of the plate. For the second out of the inning. And stepping in is Don Morris. Pop to the catcher her first time up. Salazar wheeling. Morris lays off high for ball one. Baseball team knocked off Phoenix College downtown 11-4. Salazar hits the outside part of the plate. Goes to 1-1. The basketball team lost at Arizona Western today. Morris, lazy swing, fouls it back, goes to 1-2. So Salazar with the big smile on her face. The sophomore trying to put the finishing touches of this inning. Salazar winds and delivers. And that in the outside part of the plate, and she wanted that as she smiles that one off. And home plate umpire, Charmaine Hickson, did not give her that one, and it goes to 2-2. Infield, medium depth, 2-2 pitch. This one, sky to left field. Ayala going back. Ayala is there, and that will do it. Pumas bring one across on the Eva Varela double. And we go to the bottom of the fourth with the Coyotes up 7-1. So we go to the bottom of the fourth with Sidney Mortensen about to step in. Fielder's choice first time out. And the last time out got on an error by Veramontes, and this one is scorched to left field, and that is going to be over Morris's head, and Mortensen trolls in a second with a stand-up double. Quality base knock. Morris playing shallow and left, and Mortensen ripped a high fastball overhead and stands in at second base to start the bottom of the fourth. Stepping in at the dish is Kennedy Converse. Lined out to left and walked. Jazz Romero on the mound. Romero. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Lopez Rodas now in right field for PB. Converse takes the ball on the inside part of the plate. On deck is Alyssa Figueroa. A lot of good ABs for Alyssa today. Playing a solid third base as well. 1-1 pitch. This one skied in the air. Gobea going back to second baseman. Makes the play for the first out of the inning. Figueroa stepping in. Singled in the second and popped a short in the third. Can't say enough about the center field camera angle, courtesy of Paulo Hutchison, the live stream. Soon enough, we're going to get the Coyotes mascot via animation. And that one gets away from the catcher, and strolling into third base is Mortensen. Figueroa with an RBI opportunity against Jazz Romero here in the fourth. Coyotes with a chance to get one back. Two-0 count on Figueroa. Romero working quickly. Figueroa at the dish with a purpose. 2-0 count. And Figueroa lays off of it and goes to 3-0. On deck is Benson. Singled and walked. Runner at third is Sidney Mortensen. Figueroa, 3-0 count. Taking all the way, goes to 3-1. Figueroa has put good contact on the rawhide all day. 3-1 count from Romero. That's taken low for ball four. Stepping in is Benson. Been a force in this one. Hit a rocket to center first time up for a base knock, and then walked, part of a 5-run second inning. Benson with runners at the corners. Romero dialing in, first pitch. Fouled off straight back, strike one. So following today's action, Chandler-Gilbert hits the road to Glendale Community College for a twin bill. On Tuesday, starting at 1 and 3. Then they're back home Saturday against Mesa Community College, starting at 12 o'clock. Benson takes high and out of the zone. 1-1. Romero in relief of Holly Myers, who just didn't have it on the mound. Swings right through it. And it goes to 1-2. Romero with some quality spin, and Benson going back to work with a 1-2 count. Runners at the corners. 1 out in the 4th. Benson does not chase. Goes to 2-2. On deck is Brandy Ayala. Speedster. Couple stolen bases in this one already. 2-2 pitch. This one skied to second base. Govea going back. Govea tracks it down for the second out of the inning. Ayala with an opportunity to do some damage here. Bunt single, called out on being out of the box in the second. Got on by the second baseman on a bunt on the throw from Varela in the 3rd. Third baseman playing tight end, expecting bunt. Ayala shows it, pulls back. Delayed steal by Figueroa. Great read by Figueroa. Heads up base running. Can't say enough about the IQ play there. Ayala trying to pick her up. Has an opportunity. Straight up the middle. Romero trying to pepper that outside part of the plate, trying to get Ayala to chase. Brandy not giving in. Goes to 2-0. 2 outs here in the 4th. Coyotes with a 7-1 lead, couple aboard. That one misses high and outside. Goes to 3-0. Paige Salazar on deck. Ayala, no doubt, taking on a 3-0 pitch. Shows bunt. Works her way down for the walk. Mortensen at 3rd, Figueroa at 2nd, Ayala at 1st, Paige Salazar stepping in. Single and sac fly RBI, part of that 5-run 3rd. Also dazzling on the mound, keeping the Pumas at bay. Romero flirting with danger. Base knock, blows this one open. Salazar lays off the inside fastball for ball 1. PV won the first game 8-7, holding off the Coyotes. Rally in the bottom of the 7th. Coyotes had a runner thrown out at the plate to end it, to tie it, to potentially tie this one. Final there was 8-7. Don Morris picked up the victory for PV. Bella Hernandez picked up the loss for Chandler-Gilbert. Role reversal with the Coyotes out to a big 7-1 lead. 1-1 pitch. Changeup misses outside, goes to 2-1. Nowhere to put him. On deck is shortstop Haley Berry. Romero trying to work her way back in his count. 2-1 pitch. This one shot through the right side. Gets through. First baseman can't make the play. 1 run is in. Another run is in. And Salazar does the job. 2-run score. The lead is now 9-1. Salazar with the bullet. First baseman could not handle it. Catherine Smith now at first base for PV. tough play. She could not glove it in. So Salazar drives in two. Now Haley Berry stepping in, hit by a pitch. Flew out to the outfield a couple times. 9-1 lead. This one, Sky to the left side. Giving chase is Varela. Varela working that left side and makes the play. And that is going to do it. But the Coyotes tack on two more and go to the fifth with a 9-1 lead. And we go to the top of the fifth with Sienna Serranos getting her first cuts of the day in relief of Monica Rodriguez behind the plate. Coyotes with a 9-1 lead. Salazar in her fifth inning of work so far. Good day, allowing only one run. Serrano takes high and outside for ball one. Coyotes with 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Add that all up. Comfortable 9 spot. Salazar winds and delivers. Ball misses for ball two. Serrano followed by Viramontes and Viramontes, the sister-sister combination. As the Pumas try to claw back from being 8 down. Serrano, 2-0 pitch. Misses outside and right now for Paige Salazar. Up by 8. Have an opportunity just to pitch to contact. Let your fielders do the rest. Salazar walking that one off. Trying to get a good comfort zone to try to work her way back in this count. And that one hits the outside part of the plate. Serrano was trying to steal that one from the home plate umpire, Shermaine Hickson, and he wasn't buying it. Serrano with a big smile, exchanging some laughs with Hickson behind the plate. 3-1 count, Salazar locking in. Here it is. Same pitch on the outside part of the plate. And Salazar fighting all the way back from a 3-0 count. And Serrano now has to protect the plate. Ball hit the bat, so we go to 3-2. Salazar working the rubber. 3-2 pitch. And dials up Serrano on the outside part of the plate. Salazar battles from a 3-0 deficit for a called third strike to start the fifth inning. Great work by Salazar on the mound. Stepping in, Megan Veramontes. Popped out a couple times in this one. Third look at Salazar. Swings right through the screwball for strike one. And that's Salazar screwball working well. Salazar working quickly with Benson. Veramontes fouls that off quickly, goes to 0-2. Coyotes with a 9-1 lead after losing a heartbreaker in the first, 8-7. Baseball team knocks off Phoenix College in downtown Phoenix today, 8-7. Basketball team on the boys' side loses to Arizona Western. 0-2 pitch. Veramontes lays off. Goes to 1-2. 1-2 count, one out here in the fifth with the Coyotes up 9-1. 1-2 pitch. This one skied to center. Underneath it is Converse, and Kenny makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Emily Veramontes. Base hit in the first, grounded out. Actually popped out to short in the third. Salazar working quickly. And stepping in for Emily Veramontes is Estevena Rojas. Rojas at the dish. Takes a ball on the outside part of the plate. Estevena Rojas from Douglas, Arizona, Douglas High School. 1-0 count. 2 outs here in the fifth. This one shot down the left field line. Foul out of play. Goes to 1-1. So Salazar showing complete control on this one. Working the inner and outer parts of the plate. Getting ahead quickly in the count. And that's all you can ask for from your starting pitcher, is to work effectively, get ahead in the count, and keep your respective fielders on their toes. 1-1 count. This one lifted, foul out of play. And it goes to 1-2. Estevena Rojas in relief of Emily Veramontes, getting an opportunity to get in a bat. Give credit to Coach Candrea to get all the kids in and give them an opportunity. This one, bounce foul, and it sticks at 1-2. Salazar working fast and effectively. A defensive player's dream. 1-2 pitch on Estevena Rojas. Salazar winds and delivers. Changeup right behind us. And Paulo refuses to make the play. Doesn't even try. And that would make his son Daniel Hutchison, who plays on the boys' baseball team, quite upset. Because Daniel moves like a jungle cat. And meanwhile, Paulo not moving swiftly back there. Salazar does it again on the 1-2 pitch and fires the fastball for the out. And that'll do it for the Pumas. No runs, no hits. We head to the bottom of the fifth with the home team up 9-1. To Arizona Western as well. And that is going to do it. So a run rule is in effect as the Coyotes win The nightcap 9-1. Paige Salazar picks up the victory, and the big knock in this one, Amelia Hecht with a 3-run double, part of a 5-run second inning. And both sides showing that great sportsmanship as the respective coaches saying hello and sharing some post-game pleasantries. So the Coyotes pick up their second win of the season to improve to 2-7. Tuesday, they are at Glendale Community College starting at 1 o'clock for a twin bill. Saturday, they're back home taking on Mesa Community College. And we're going to keep it right here. We'll wait until the team has their post-game conversation and see if we get some live interviews from the Coyotes as they pick up their first league win of the season. Stick and stay. More from Chandler-Gilbert right here on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network. was Paige Salazar. Paige, great outing for you. 1 run, 5 innings. Talk about what was working in the circle.
I think that just hitting my spots and really working corners was helping me get ahead with batters and taking advantage of at-bats.
No question, you were dominant. You were able to find your inner and outer parts of the play. And how about the offense coming alive? 1 in the first and a big 5 spot in the second. Amelia with the big 3-run double. And as a pitcher, when you're seeing your team do that kind of damage, what's the mindset as you're seeing your team put some runs up on the board for you?
It definitely puts confidence back onto the field when I'm on the mound because I just know that my team has my back, especially when we're on offense.
Yeah, so you pick up your second win of the season. You got the team's first win on the road the other day, and you pick up the second win today. Now a couple victories on the season. And talk about getting a split here today, because I know that first game was a heartbreaker, right? Came down to the final seconds. Schellenberger gets thrown out at the play. It looked like Alyssa got that ball through the infield, and Veramontes makes the ball, keeps it closer, and gets the final out at the dish. But you salvage, and talk about the character of this team coming back and bouncing back for the win in the nightcap.
I just think it takes a real team in order for us to keep the momentum flowing into the second game, because even after that great play by that shortstop or second baseman, it takes a really big team to keep that momentum going and keeping it going for the second game.
So Paige, the team now 2-7 after getting the split to start league play right here on home turf. Now you go on the road. You got Glendale Community College for a pair on Tuesday. Talk about going on the road and trying to build off this momentum, because no question, you look at those games early this season, you're across the border, you're in Nevada, you're playing some tough teams, and then you start league play very competitively, and now you try to keep the momentum going to Glendale Community College up the I-17.
I just think that keep working hard at practice and communicating with our teammates is the best to keep going throughout the season.
And that is Paige Salazar, who did not want to do this interview, but now
You're right.
Painless process, right?
Yeah.
It didn't require too much energy or effort.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. Paige Salazar, now with her second win of the season, picks up the victory in the 9-1 victory. We're going to talk to Amelia Hecht, who just danced off. And can you do me a favor, Paige? Can you track her down for me?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you. And stepping up to the mic right now is Amelia Hecht. And Amelia with a big blast, a 3-run double, part of a 5-run second inning. And Amelia, you know, it's very easy for this team after losing that heartbreaker. You could have been down after, you know, rallying for 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th in that first game just to fall short. But the team responds, getting the victory in the nightcap. Talk about the mindset of going into this second game.
Going into the second game, I think we had a stronger mentality. We brought the energy in at what we had like last game. Like we started building up energy towards the end of the game. Like we found chemistry on the field and we found the way to build up, and we brought the energy towards the second game, and we did better. We started encouraging each other and cheering on the field, and that's what made our team play much better the second game.
Yeah, you brought the energy, you brought the effort, and you also brought the lumber with the big 3-run double in the 5th inning. Talk about what you saw as you unloaded the big base knock in the right center field gap that plated 3 runs and kind of blew the game open.
I think my teammates is what fired me up. That at bat, I waited for my pitch. It was a little low and outside, and it got to my contact point, and I found the right pitch. I was smarter at the plate in my second at bat.
Yeah, you controlled the zone. You did a nice job lacing it the other way, and then talk about Paige on the mound in total control from the very start, being able to work her pitches on the inner and the outside part of the plate. Changeup was working well, and no question for you as a defender, it's got to feel great when you have your pitcher in a zone and working quickly on the mound.
I'm extremely proud of Paige. She did really great today. Like her performance was top level. Like I was so happy for her where she would go down 3-0 and one of the batters, and she went back and struck that one girl out, like when she was like down 3-0, and she got to 3-2 and she struck her out. She's a competitor. I'm proud to have her as my teammate.
Yeah, she did a nice job on the mound. Also did a nice job in a post-game interview, and one in which she did not want to do, but she came through in a big way. So needs to say, you go on the road to Glendale Community College on Tuesday, a twin bill there. You play a lot of double headers in the course of the season. Talk about going there and trying to keep this positive momentum going.
I think to keep this positive momentum going, I think we need to start preparing ourselves ahead of time. We got to come up with a mindset, a really positive mindset to win against Glendale.
There you go. And Amelia, correct me, is it Castile or Queen Creek that you went to?
Castile.
Castile, a Fighting Colt, big blast. A 3-run double as the Coyotes pick up the 9-1 win in the nightcap. We'll talk to Coach Norris coming up right here on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network. Amelia, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, if you'd send Coach over. And Coach Norris joins us now right here on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network. And, Coach, it could have been a very heartbreaking, deflating moment after that first game where the rally falls short in the 7th inning as Schellenberger gets tagged down the plate after the hot shot by Alyssa Figueroa, and Vera Montes kept it in front of her to make the play at home. But your team responds in the second game as Paige Salazar does it on the mound, and spotless performance, allowing 1 run through 5 innings of work.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with every single team that we play in this conference, you know, I kind of told you in the beginning that everybody's scrappy and, you know, a win's never guaranteed at that point. And so to see my team be able to just come back in that first game and really rally and come through and just show that they do have that ability to stay in the game and to continue to move forward. Yeah, unfortunate turn of events, but we kind of had to go for it. So, but, I mean, that momentum after that inning really carried us into game 2. And that's what we needed to be able to do it. And then have Paige's back. She's done an amazing job for us. She showed up, you know, big time for us in game 2 against Arizona Western. And so giving her the ball for game 2 today was a no-brainer. Yeah,
she dialed it up in the circle now with 2 wins on the season. And she was doing the job in the circle, and the bats were doing the job at the plate. 1 in the first and a 5-run second inning, and Amelia with a big 3-run double. And just the way the bats were working and being patient at the plate as Holly Myers couldn't contact the zone. And credit to your team to showing its patience and poise, and then sticking the ball back the other way.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they definitely made that adjustment going into from the last inning of the first game. You know, I kind of gathered them together, and I just told them, I was like, you know, especially late in the game, you know, we don't want to be swinging at that first pitch. You're going to get that strike. It's going to be there. It's going to, you know, it's either there or it's not at that point. So, you know, being able to pick their pitch and being on time and making those adjustments early in the second game was big for us to do. So.
And, Coach, you're only a couple games into conference play, but I know for you, as you're just a handful of games into this season, as we're still in February and other parts of the country it's still cold and miserable. Here, it's sunny, gorgeous, little breeze out, and for us Arizonans out here, it could be a tad bit a little bit too cold. But needs to say, a lot more softball yet to be played. And I know as we talked in the pregame, you have a positive outlook about this team this year. Give us your thoughts for everyone in the Chandler-Gilbert Nation out there that loves this team and wants to follow it all season, kind of the outlook of what you expect from this team. And you have high hopes and some high ambitions for this squad this year.
Yeah, absolutely. With every single one of our programs here at Chandler-Gilbert, our expectation is to be at regionals, and we are going to do everything that it takes to win these ball games. And again, it's that never give up attitude. It's that never fall back. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep coming back to, you know, the program's culture and what we do, and, you know, that's what we just want to make statements. We want to be here. We're going to continue to be here. And, yeah, we're ready. We're ready for the rest of the season. It's a long season, so every game matters. Every game counts. And that's something that, you know, we make sure to keep a perspective for all of our girls going into the season.
And, Coach, the quest continues next Tuesday. You go up to 17 to take on Glendale Community College. You play a doubleheader there. You play a lot of doubleheaders in the course of a season. Talk about going there and trying to steal a couple games.
Oh, Glendale. I love Glendale. So Becca, Coach Schweischer over there, she's my best friend. So being able to compete against your friends here in the conference is the same thing with Nick. It's just fun to be able to go up and compete against everybody that way. And so we always have great games, really close games. And so we tell our girls, again, the scrappiness, the never give up, the every run matters, every strike, ball, whatever it is. It's going to be a fun series. I always have a really good time playing against Glendale, and it always seems to come down to us, even in the regionals and in the end of the year. So, yeah.
And, Coach, you kind of talk about the tightness of this conference and the fraternal love for each other, as Nick Andrea was mixing a scorecard today, and you happen to provide one for him today, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'll make sure to always have extra scorecards for him. And, you know, we always have each other's backs. And again, I didn't get to play for Nick Candrea because I did play 2 years at Paradise Valley. But, yeah, definitely a good home team for me as well. And, yeah, we do. We have a lot of love for each other in this conference. We know what it takes to win ball games at the JUCO level and to compete. And that's what we want to make sure is that everybody understands what the JUCO level is about. And it's no joke, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Some hard competition. Everyone's grinding, going 150 miles per hour. That is Coach Norris after the split right here. Chandler-Gilbert, the Coyotes picking up the nightcap victory behind a great outing by Paige Salazar, going 5 strong, allowing 1 run. They are now 2-7 on the season, splitting their first 2 conference games. They're back in action Tuesday at Glendale Community College. We'll wrap this one up from the heart of Chandler off Pecos Road right here on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network in just a moment. So a quality day for Chandler-Gilbert as they get a split of their twin bill against Paradise Valley Community College, losing a heartbreaker in the first game, 8-7, bouncing back in the nightcap, 9-1 behind Paige Salazar's 5-inning, 1-run allowed victory. And of course, Amelia Hecht with the big 3-run double that blew things open, part of a 5-run third. So the squad now 2-7 on the season, 1-1 in league play, and they're back in action Tuesday, heading up to I-17, taking on Glendale Community College. Boys baseball team, another victory for Coach John Watson and his team, knocking off Phoenix College in downtown Phoenix today by the count of 11-4. The boys basketball team loses at Arizona Western, and the girls basketball team was also trailing at Arizona Western early in the first half. That'll do it for us right here from Chandler-Gilbert off Pecos Road in the heart of the 202. For Paulo Hutchison in the live stream and all the great people in the Chandler-Gilbert Athletic Department, I'm Joe Pequeno. We'll see you soon from Chandler-Gilbert right here on the Chandler-Gilbert Sports Network.